Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking out this living room session. My name is Renée Coughlin. I typically don't perform as a solo artist. I perform with two other lovely ladies, and together we are part of a trio called The Pairs. We are from London, Ontario, and we have been singing and playing together for a long time. But that is not what today is about. Today, I am going to share with you a couple of songs by my lonesome in my living room. The first song I'm going to share with you is actually one that I wrote during this time of social distancing and isolation. I've been noticing that I have a lot of old memories coming into my head, memories that I didn't really know existed. And I think the quiet time is giving this other part of me space to kind of bubble up to the surface, that when you're busy and moving and hustling about your day to day, that you don't always get to see and notice. And so I feel grateful for the opportunity to be at home and move slow and get to know that person inside of me. And songs are born from those encounters with the people that we ignore inside of our hearts and minds. So this first song that I'm going to share with you is called Singing Out the Window. That is an activity that I've taken to largely over the past few weeks. And I noticed that as I was singing, I kept getting distracted by the birds because they were singing too. And I couldn't ignore their song after a while. And I started thinking about all of the lessons that we can take from the birds that sing outside of our windows. And they've been singing forever. And when we have this opportunity to be quiet, we not only get to know ourselves, but we get to know the other things that are outside of ourselves and connected to us in such a huge and profound way. And I keep learning from the birds and the squirrels and the trees in this time to move slow, and I'm feeling grateful for it. So here's a song. It's called Singing Out the Window, and I hope you like it. Break into your mind. We've got all this time to be together. We could get closer, understand each other, spend more time on dreaming, eat less of our feelings, and remember the simple things we love, like singing out the window to the birds that have sung to us for years and years, like singing out the window. Learning lessons about doing things for free from the birds that keep singing songs to me. We could be friends again, just like we used to. Could sit quiet and not be afraid. We might get spooked and need something more to do, so we could find ourselves new ways to play, and we could sing out about doing things for free. From the birds that keep singing songs to me. Oh, I could tell a lie that you convinced before you realized I haven't seen you since you've been gone, and I've been waiting too long since you left me. Yeah, you left me. So now I'm singing out the window to the birds that have sung to me for years and years. Now I'm singing out the window, learning lessons about doing things for free. From the birds that keep singing songs, the birds will keep singing songs. All the birds will keep singing songs to me. Oh, yeah. That song is in a new phase, and I've been playing it a lot. It's like that song that you discover that you just send on repeat over and over again in your house, and the people you live with start to go crazy. So I'm lucky I only live with one other person, and he's incredibly supportive, and so he listens to me play that song on repeat and hasn't left me yet. So we're in good shape over here, and we'll move right along. The song that I'm going to play next is called Slow Down. I think it's fitting for the times that we are living in right now, when we are being asked to retreat and take time. I think that as human beings, especially living in North America, that we can learn something huge from this time, and we can carry it with us as we start to go back into the new normal. Once restrictions start to kind of release a little bit and we're given permission to go about our daily lives as was usual, I feel a sense of responsibility to move forward in a different way, in a way that is slower and pays attention to what's happening around me. And so this song, I wrote it a little while ago. As we travel with music, you encounter all kinds of things and meet people in different cities, different walks of life. And it's really a blessing because you start to kind of see the connections among people, no matter where you are from and who you are, that we're really a whole lot more similar than we are different. And that, to me, is really inspiring and motivating. And as much as we disagree and maybe we can't get along sometimes, or we're judgmental of other people, I think it's important to remember that we're all kind of made up of the same stuff. And if we can slow down and take time to pay attention to what we see in the world around us, then we can really make magic happen, and we can all be better for it. So this is a song. It's called Slow Down. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you to Last Draft for curating this session, the living room sessions. It's absolutely fabulous. I loved watching the first one, and I'm super excited to see what else comes of this. And yes, thank you. Again, I am Renée Coughlin, and I play typically with a band called The Pairs. We're a folk band from London, Ontario, here in Canada. So here's a song. It's called Slow Down to take you out, and thanks again. like you're living on time that's borrowed. Got enough change in your fist to buy some time to sit at the bar down on the street at the corner. A place for you to talk to people instead of the voices in your head. I gotta slow down and look you in the eye. Ask myself why I keep rushing by. Tick tock, tick tock. We're allowed to talk. We're allowed to talk when the clock is ticking. Flip flop, flip flop. We can walk the talk. We can stop the clock when the talk's worth walking. Stands on the street corner as I drop by. Her eyes catch mine through a cardboard sign. Who am I to decide she don't get my dollar? My privilege deciding what I get to call her. Maybe life was safer on the street, oh, than at home where little girls say how to be. She's probably already seen more than life will ever show me. Slow down and look you in the eye. Ask myself why I keep rushing by. Tick tock, tick tock. We're allowed to talk. We're allowed to talk when the clock is ticking. Flip flop, flip flop. We can walk the talk. We can stop the clock when the talk's worth walking. Oh, who would I be if there was no one to catch me when I fall? Because I do fall. Oh, I gotta slow look you in the eye. Ask myself why I keep rushing by. Tick tock, tick tock. We're allowed to talk. We're allowed to talk when the clock is ticking. Flip flop, flip flop. We can walk the talk. We can stop the clock when the talk's worth walking.